Hello and welcome to another video from My Random Hobbies, and today we're going to be talking about Hot Wheels. So let's get into it. As you will know from some of my previous videos where I have talked about the collecting Hot Wheels or diecast cars, you'll know that I have some in a collection, some of them up on the sides here, and some of them are actually, if I turn this around, on the wall there. I've also got some, let me just put that back on there. I've also got some that are on a wall unit in my garage also, but just outside of this little sort of shed thing that I've built. And those are sort of my less desired cars, if you like, or the ones that I don't like as much, perhaps. When I first started collecting Hot Wheels cars, I went a little bit crazy, as a lot of people do when they start a collection and going, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that, like, what can I get, what can I get? You very quickly realise that you can't continue doing that, or some people do, of course. Some people like to collect every single car that's going, but not me. I want to collect what I like, and I've not been shopping for a while now, but I picked up 3 today. 2 of them I particularly like. One I was umming and ahhing, but then I thought, why not? £1.90 or whatever. So this is the one I was umming and ahhing about. It is a Porsche 935. The reason I was umming and ahhing, I think, was because I wasn't so keen on the body shape, but actually, and I'm going to open these up today, because they are toys. They are a £1.90 or £2 toy. But what I liked about this particular model, and there you can see it's a good looking car, was the paint scheme, the colour, the blue, and this light doesn't do it justice really. But that is a gorgeous looking blue. It's sort of got a slightly metallic-y effect. It's just a really nice looking car. Again, plastic bases, as an awful lot of them are. Now this is a 2020 model, which it's come out this year, but it's 2020 the design. Okay, so when you look underneath and you see sort of 2020, that shows that this sort of shape, this design was configured in 2020. And there may be a number of paint schemes, and they may well use this body design again for other cars in the future, but you will, or should say, 2020 on the base, in theory. So that was the first one. Then I bought another Porsche 935, but different this time. And we'll have a look at them both in a second, side by side, just so you can see the differences. I can never quite rip these out as well as other people seem to online. I'm in trouble with this one. Let's try again. There we go. I'm in now. Okay, so this is a black looking number, a bit more sort of sleek design, if you like. You can see there the sort of Porsche logo on the front. It's not going to focus in on that, I don't think. But I quite like the design of this one. I prefer the body shape of this to the body shape of this. It's subtle, potentially, but the rear spoiler I prefer on this one, and the flares on the side here. The flares actually follow the graphics more or less on this one, and they're slightly different shaped. They actually go sort of concave rather than convex on this one. So, you know, I prefer the body shape of this car here. So 2 Porsches. And then this one, 1987 Sierra Cosworth. I mean, what's not to like if you're a certain age? There were certain iconic styles of car or cars when I was growing up, and this was certainly one of them. The Sierra Cosworth, it says, trying to rip into this one as well. And again, I quite like the colour scheme. I quite like the blue and the orange together. Not a massive fan of the sort of Hot Wheels Mattel logos all over it, but you know, nonetheless, it's a nice looking car. But again, it's the car design that brings back the sort of memories. And again, if you're looking underneath at the thing, there's 2021. Okay, so this particular sort of configuration, 2021. The other Porsche, by the way, 2021 also. Okay, so that for me is the highlight of today's pickings, the Sierra Cosworth. I think it's just a nice looking car, so that will find its way onto my shelf up there in a moment. And the others, not decided yet whether they're going to stay in here or whether they're going to be relegated to the shelf outside. But I thought it would be nice to have a little look around today. Still haven't found a super treasure hunt. I don't know if I ever will. That would be nice to do one day, just to see the difference really in the sort of quality of the car, if nothing else. But yeah, hopefully one day I will find a super treasure hunt in the wild. I'm certainly not going to be buying one online. So there we go, not for silly money. So there we are, a little bit of Hot Wheels action today, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.